Hey, what's up, y'all? I've been arguing with a lot of racists on the comment sections of some videos lately, including one I made. And I want to talk about the exchange I had with one of them. So, of course, he's conservative. He's not going to like my video that is made bashing a conservative and bashing something that conservatives are pushing really hard right now. So, he writes that he doesn't like it. That's fine. And he's saying that I am generalizing the entire white race by saying that it's understandable that Shirley Sherrod was conflicted the first time she was in an intimate setting and had to help white people because her father was murdered by the Ku Klux Klan because his skin was black. I did not say she should act on it. I definitely said that it's perfectly understandable, and I would say expected that a myriad of emotions would run through her. So I said that to him. He retorted, so just to clarify, you say she should have a problem with white people in general because the KKK killed her father. Should I have a problem with black people because Dr. Kamal Kambone stated that we need to exterminate white people off the face of the planet? And he also said, are you calling George Wallace a modern day Republican? He was governor during the Civil Rights Movement, which was 50 years ago. That was him misunderstanding something I had said to him earlier. But this thing about trying to put it into our mouths that we say we hate white people and we want to kill white people, it's crazy. I'm a pacifist. I rebuke anybody that says we should kill anybody. I'm also mixed, so half my family is white. So this trying to put this rhetoric in my mouth is stupid. And this is what is racist. This like calling this throwing the assertion of black racism, reverse racism, that is racist, and then ignoring the historical factors that have gone into why blacks are in the position that they are. That is also racist. To just like say, the KKK murdered her father and segregated in the segregated South. That shouldn't affect her. That's insane and it's stupid. Like, I don't understand how she could say that. How he could say that. So I responded to this dude. How are you going to try to equate the two things? It's idiotic on your part. Yes, coming from a segregated state after your father is murdered for the color of his skin will have certain emotions crop up in you. She's not racist. She rebuked racism in the video. And then I also went on, I was trying to explain to this guy that people like George Wallace would not be Democrats today, they would be Republicans because they are conservative. So they do in no way represent me, or liberals for that matter. I'm getting to the juicy part here. So then he and I go back and forth a little more. I listed some institutionally racist laws. And he says, how exactly is it racist to require a drug test for welfare, yada, yada, yada. The NAACP accomplished this mission. The only reason we don't have a colorblind society is because the NAACP is still here. I responded, he said Jim Crow laws have been repealed for 50 years. I'm trying to explain to him that 50 years of equality, if you even want to call it that, does not make up for whites having a 350-year head start in the economy. I agree the NAACP clowns itself, as you can see in a video I made about the NAACP and Mike Vick. And I explained to him that the drug testing rhetoric is racist because of the stereotypes, the lazy drug addict stereotypes involved in such a line of argument. He says, I don't see that as rhetorical at all. Drugs shouldn't be spent on money. Then he goes on to say that only the insanely rich white people maintain their wealth through the Depression. The rest of us are on the same playing field as minorities. It's not true. I come back and say what you said is wrong. You want to argue that blacks and whites still have a level playing field? That's insane. There is still institutional racism as well as employee discrimination. Excuse me. And he comes back, he says, I'm sorry, I just think you're flat out jaded. You can attach a racial connotation to anything you want. Drug tests for welfare is not racism, it's just logical. Employee discrimination, the last time I filled out a job application, it said we are required by law not to discriminate based on race, religion, etc. Then I was asked to voluntarily disclose my race so the company could be sure adhere to the affirmative action laws. If anything, minorities have an advantage. Fact. To me, this is stupid, so I respond, I see that you are jaded. You don't know the rhetoric that surrounds the drug testing argument. You also think that black people, or also think that people do not discriminate in hiring practices and salaries. Who's the jaded one? Blacks have an advantage. And then I put laughing my fucking ass off because it's ridiculous to make that assertion. Said, you're a fucking idiot. Blacks are discriminated against in every facet of society, housing, jobs, and legally. You're too ignorant. Like, I'm like, are you real? Like, you can't be for real saying dumb shit like that. And here comes the piece de resistance. He responds, I'm done with you. You obviously have more time than I do to play around on YouTube. Based on your responses to my comments, I can only assume that you have no problem with welfare being used on drugs. I kinda don't. Agree whites should be exterminated. I have no idea where he got that from, why he thinks I would believe that, and I couldn't believe anything further away from that. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And like I said, this is what the racist people are trying to attribute to black people to justify the way that they want to act. And he also says, and I plan to play victim until the day that I die. I don't think that I play the victim very much at all. People like you piss me off. You're so used to whites kissing your black ass because of slavery that you hate the ones that don't. If it wasn't for slavery, you'd be in Africa dying of AIDS and swatting flies. You're welcome. That's lovely, right? I respond, wow, you're a fucking idiot. I explain that I'm a pacifist, and I hope he realizes that that last comment is unequivocally, unarguably racist. It is racist. It's one of the most racist things I've seen in the past year. It is absurdly racist. And he wants to say that he's not racist, and people like him aren't racist, and the people that parrot these same arguments aren't racist. Well, I have a fucking... I'm sorry I have to break the news to you guys, but you guys are fucking racist. Look at the goddamn evidence, for real. Peace. If this video is too long, please let me know. I'll cut it and just get to the super racist part faster, because I agree that is the most interesting part. Bow.